Welcome to another episode of the Whipple Pill Podcast, and today we got a special edition, a special guest. I'm your host, Whip. Today's guest, he's a brand ambassador, an entrepreneur, a hooper, an artist, known for Rich Off Being Me movement and the Cargo Boys. Please welcome to the show, my dog Dom.
What's up, bro?
How you doing, bro?
Appreciate you, dog.
Now, first and foremost, my boy, we got a toast. You know, y'all see the cups, you feel me? Got my dog, Whipple Pill, you know what I'm saying? Toast to you, bro. Toast to your movement, bro. Toast to all your blessings here.
I appreciate it, man.
And how you feeling, dog?
Man, I feel good, man. Feel good.
First interview?
First interview.
You know,
I feel good, man.
Hey.
Glad to be here.
I'm glad to have you, bro. So let's talk about your childhood, bro. Your upbringing. So, you know, growing up, how it was for you.
Man, I had a great childhood. Honestly, man. I played sports. I was a good student. I was a great student, honestly. Like, all through my years of elementary school, middle school, high school, I had straight A's.
Okay.
Like in high school, I had 4.7 GPA. You know what I'm saying? I played football, played at Milne Park. I played AAU basketball. Basketball was that was my thing, man. I'm a hooper, man. So, but yeah, my childhood, that's mostly what it consisted of, was school and sports.
Okay, so your parents instilled your grades and stuff like that. You say you got a 4.7, so they was big on grades for you to plan with sports and stuff like that?
Yeah, they definitely was big on grades. Like, that was and I was a smart kid too. Like, school really wasn't really a challenge. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, school really, you just had to put the effort in. That's all I did, and the grades came.
So growing up, so what you wanted to be? You wanted to be like a doctor or something like that? You say you had a 4.7. I didn't know you could get a 4.7, to be honest. But
oh yeah, like,
so you wanted to be like a doctor or something growing up?
I feel like my parents, they instilled. Yes, I did want to be a doctor when I was younger.
Okay.
Like, my parents, that's something that they instilled into me, like, from a young age. Like, and they kind of like fed it to me. Doctor, 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 doctor. You know what I'm saying? Because that's one of the things that if you do go to school to be a doctor and you put the work in, you're going to be set. You know what I'm saying? So I did want to be a doctor. It wasn't until I got to college and, you know what I'm saying, I'm actually going down the path of being a doctor, where I actually realized, like, this is not really where my heart at. You know what I'm saying? This is not really what I want to do.
So speak, what's your heart at? Where your heart at?
Like, I got to college and I was like, kind of, I don't want to say confused, but I was just trying to figure out, like, what am I about to do? You know what I'm saying? Because that's a point where it's like, you got to pick a path and start going down it. You know what I'm saying? So, and keep in mind, I was an athlete my whole life. I was good. I was known for basketball and school. So I get to college and I'm everybody not asking me, not like, oh, you gonna be a doctor? I'm like, I'm not really feeling a doctor. I didn't go to school for to play basketball either. That didn't work out for me. But like, it's a lot of politics in the sports stuff, but that's it.
So let's talk about that though. Like, all right, so you said a doctor, but basketball. So basketball is your love, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Definitely.
So why not play ball in college? So who you played for in high school? You played in high school?
Yeah, I played at Holy Cross.
Okay. You had any scholarship offers?
No, I didn't. I didn't have no offers. Coming out of high school. Like, I had like a few schools that was looking at me and, you know what I'm saying, talking to my head coach, but it was no offers. But that was around the time where they had COVID too. So a lot of schools didn't have scholarships to give because I graduated in 2021, so this was like the heart of COVID. So everybody who was on the college teams before got gained the extra year, so they had no scholarships. But New Orleans is not really a place where a lot of colleges come down here and recruit. Even though we do have talent, it's not like we don't have as many outlets as like the biggest cities like Houston, Atlanta, or just other places in general. You know what I'm saying?
So is this basketball something that you just do on the side now, or you really want to go back to like playing in leagues, trying out for different teams? I know they got different outlets now where they got the one-on-one leagues and different things like that. So with basketball,
Yeah, man, I swear. Every time I put the ball down or like I go away from basketball, it always like call my name again, in a sense. Like I love basketball, like, you know what I'm saying? So I definitely feel like I will do something with basketball again, like in the near future, whether it's with my brand, whether it's with me playing in the leagues, because I like that. I like that competitiveness. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like that's one thing about basketball. When you go play basketball, you playing competitively against other men. You know what I'm saying? It give you that edge in other areas of your life. You know what I'm saying? That's one thing you can never take from the game, competing.
Right.
And I like that, man.
So I read that you said that basketball might have stunted your growth. What you meant by that?
So what I mean by that is, when I was younger, basketball was everything. Like I said, basketball in school was everything. I feel like if I would have went and everything worked out in my favor, and I did go to play college ball, and I did pursue a professional career, like, I don't feel like I would have never thought about my brand. I would have never thought about Cargo Boys. I would have never been in a position to ever have the impact that I feel like I could have now with the platform that I'm creating. You see what I'm saying? Like, I don't feel like I would have never thought of that because everything would have went my way. You know what I'm saying? It's like on some everything happened for a reason. Like, I don't think my mind would be where it's at right now.
Okay. Rich off being me.
Yeah, man.
Rich off being me. Talk about it.
Rich off being me, man. That's a phrase and a movement that I'm really trying to push right now. Like, the meaning of rich off being me, that's a tricky question. Like, that's a real tricky question, because it's like, it's subjective to everybody. When that's a phrase that when you say it stick with people. You know what I'm saying? And they start to develop their own meaning. But it's basically about individuality. You know what I'm saying? And ultimately being yourself, because when you true to yourself, you get like a sense of richness. You know what I'm saying? And it's a feeling that you cannot beat. You know what I'm saying? And the campaign that we doing is basically funneling that into whatever you want to do. You know what I'm saying? Funneling being your ultimate self and working and building yourself to where you want to be at. Like building blocks. Like bricks. You stacking bricks into the creation that you're trying to accomplish.
So how this started? Like, so talk about, so it's the Cargo Boys. So the Cargo Boys and Rich Off of Being Me, that's the same thing, or is something different? Like, talk about like how that started, like how you came up with that. You know what I'm saying? Where you was at that moment when you thought about that. So take us to the beginning.
Right. Cargo Boys. Man, that's something I probably been sitting on and growing with for probably around like 3 years, maybe 4 years, getting close to 4 years. Like, I came up with Cargo Boys around the time while I was in school, and I was confused. Like, I didn't really know what I wanted to do. You know what I'm saying? But I knew I wanted to stand for something. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to push a message out. That's something I always knew I wanted to do. I wanted to do that. And I thought, man, I could create a brand. And I could put myself and the things me and my people stand for and push it out. You know what I'm saying? Rich Off Being Me, man. It's came a long way, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
Talk about it. Talk about it.
Like it started from me always wanting to dibble dabble into different things, like, because my identity, I felt like my identity was always covered up by school and sports, but that don't define who I am. You know what I'm saying? Nothing you do defines who you are. Never. I don't care what you do. You could be a chef, musician, whatever. That don't define the person that you are, because you could go do something else. You see what I'm saying? And make that you. You can make anything you do is gonna be how you do it, if you get what I'm saying.
Right.
Like, and I always wanted to dibble dabble into multiple different lanes and avenues. Like, I always was a fresh kid. I always liked clothes and stuff. You know what I'm saying? I always was into fashion. You know what I'm saying? Different trends and all of that. And I could put my own twist and flavor on it. You know what I'm saying? And make my own. And that's how I felt about it. And that's how Rich ROBM came about.
Okay, so Cargo Boy. So Cargo Boy, is that like a acronym for something? Or
So that's the whole. It's not an acronym. That's the whole brand. That's the brand. So it's two sides to Cargo Boys too. Is Cargo Boys the organization, which consists of media teams. We got 2 media companies, Crispy Captions and Visualized Content. And I creative direct for both of those. We have artists named Ty Rogers. Shout out my dog Ty Rogers, man. He putting on right now in LA. You know what I'm saying? We got athletes. We got people who do a lot of different things. You know what I'm saying? And Cargo Boys is just a way. It's like a network and a collective where all of these entities can like work together. You know what I'm saying? And help push a common goal. You see what I'm saying?
Speak about who on your team, like the Cargo Boys. Speak about them. Shout them out.
My main guy, Crispy Captions, man. Shout out Crispy, dog.
Shout out Crispy.
Shout out Chris, man. The mastermind, dog. He a real mastermind, bro. Like, I wouldn't be where I'm at right now mentally, and even with the branding without Chris. Without Chris, man. He a savage. He a savage. He a savage, man.
Yeah, he the GOAT, bro. I ain't gonna lie, dog. He the GOAT for sure. For sure. You speak on your athletes. So you say your athletes, you got your artists, you say Ty Rise, that's your only artist?
I got another artist.
Yeah, shout him out.
K Bean, but you know, he not really out there, but I'm telling you,
man, look, you gotta shout him out. You start off right here, bro. That's all it is. You start off right here, then you know you can go back to.
He a Cargo Boy, so it's like he does more than one thing. Like, he an athlete too. Okay. He's also an athlete. He plays football, Kobe Cage, but he's like something I never heard before in my life. Like,
so I saw you did something with KB, Kenneth brother. Speak on that.
No, yeah.
How that came about, what was the message and, the motive for that?
So, we was talking about the Rich ROBM campaign. Kenneth Brother was the first volume that we did. So we was doing a volume each month of the year. Kenneth Brother was our first one. Kenneth Brother, man, he a real genuine dude, and he talk about real things that people actually go through, and you know what I'm saying? And his fan base is a testament to that. Like, every time he in public, every time I ever seen Kenneth Brother, he always had his fans walking up to him. Well, even when we was filming, man, they had this random dude. He was like, man, you got the kids doing the gritty, man. Let me take a picture, man. Like, it's just little stuff like that. He a very rich guy, you know what I'm saying? So I thought he was a real good dude to do the first volume with. Shout out Kenneth Brother, man.
Yeah, he's solid for real. Like, I met him when I was out in the hide and seek. You know what I'm saying? He was supposed to be on the podcast. We were still working on that too, but The new album fire. That Thankful for It All. I don't know if you heard it. It's fire though.
Nah, I ain't gonna
Check it out, but it's fire for sure, man. Speaking of music, dog, you're an artist. I love music, bro. I'm an artist myself.
Yeah.
So speak on that. Like, I know that's something that's not like, you know, that you try to promote right now, but you know, speak on that. Like, how long you been doing music? What type of music you do?
I mean,
and what's your inspiration on it?
I feel like, for one, I feel like everybody has an inner artist in them. Like, everybody has the inner artist. Like, nobody cannot tell me that they can't create. You know what I'm saying? And making music is something that can be therapeutic. I make music. It's not something that I really put out like that or promote. Like, me and my friends, you know what I'm saying? Me and my partners, we listen to it. But I just be thinking like, man, it's just so cold. It's so cold. It's like, man, I want to put it out. I feel like I'll be doing people an injustice by not putting it out. So, I mean, I'm still thinking on it.
How long you been doing music for?
Man, probably around, like, really doing it for real, probably around a year or two.
You got stuff out on Apple Music?
I got features with I have a few features out.
Okay.
But I never posted it. I got a few.
So what's your favorite feature right now?
My favorite feature right now?
So far. And don't give me that cliche answer, well, I haven't wrote the best one yet. Nah, what you got out so far, your favorite feature?
Favorite feature out right now.
That you did.
Man.
And what's the name of the song?
I'm trying to see. Cause it's
and it gotta be a song that's on Apple Music or something too. So people go listen to it.
Man.
I ain't gonna lie, they just took my music off Apple Music.
I'm trying to think of what song.
What you mean they took it off? Oh, you ain't pay for the thing? You better get your distribution company, bro. You TuneCore, bro. That's my guy.
I need to get the beats. That's hard, but you know, it just be for fun. So.
No, yeah.
For fun, so you do it for fun?
Yeah, making music is fun.
So you do it for fun. And what I mean by that, like, it's just like.
Well, for one, I do it for myself because it's like it allowed me to organize my thoughts and, like, you know what I'm saying. It's like the true me kind of come out when it's like I'm speaking to myself, almost. You know what I'm saying? But it is fun, especially when you make a song. You get to listen to it. You know what I'm saying?
Fine.
Yeah, it's no other feeling like that. Honestly.
So what type of artist you'll say you are? Like, are you like a conscious type of rapper? Or are you like a Wayne type of rapper with punchlines? Or you a singer and a rapper like Drake? Like, what type of artist
honestly, bro, I just get on the beat and just be myself. Like, I don't know what else to say. Like, but it's mostly rap, though. Like, I rap. Like, but I might vocalize or harmonize a little bit.
So you say you rap? You say about a year or so? If you told me.
Yeah, about like a year or two.
So what made you start doing that?
Well, actually, I started. Me and my people, we got a studio too, Star Cave Studios, that I manage, where we all manage it. And you know what I'm saying, just being in there, having artists like Kenneth Brother come in there, you know what I'm saying, it's inspiring. It's inspiring, like, man, I want to try this. Like, Star Cave Studios, man, like, that's where it go down at. If you're an artist, man, come book with Star Cave Studios, man. Come book with us, man. But yeah, just being in the studio. Being in the studio surrounded by creative people. It make you want to be creative.
That's a fact. So what's next for the brand?
Man.
So what y'all got going on, like, 6 months to a year, 2 years, so what's next for the brand?
Yeah, man. It's actually like our halfway checkpoint right now, man. So we in the middle of our Rich Off Being Me campaign. Like you said, the first month we did Kenneth Brother. The second month, the second volume was Cam Shelley and Lauren Banks. It was two women's basketball players that went to Xavier. They had a great season. You know what I'm saying? Two student athletes that's going down the right path. Thought it would be great. They had great energy for us to push out on the social media for people to see. Our third volume was Jerron Pierre. He's going to SMU right now. He just left Jacksonville State in Alabama. He was balling. He was like top 5 scorers in the nation out of all college basketball players. You know what I'm saying? He really putting on for the city, and you know what I'm saying, showing the youth what they can really do. You know what I'm saying? He is like at the forefront of the New Orleans basketball scene right now. In the 4th month, we did Pralise and Chef B. Lee. That was our last volume that we did. Man, he's a great dude, man. Great businessman. He been running Pralise for over 10 years for sure. Over 10 years for sure. He taught me a lot. He showed me a lot, and he's still showing me a lot. You know what I'm saying? He took me under his wing. Anything I need, I know I could call him. Right. You know what I'm saying? And we wanted to do a little something different with a chef. He is an actual chef. To show people you can really be a boss and do different things. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's cool to step out the box of like your typical stereotype of an athlete or a rapper. Right. You know what I'm saying? You could go be a chef and be cool and be yourself. That's rich off being me right there. And this next month, we're doing a DJ. Okay. A DJ. His name is Jake Ryan. Jake. He a white DJ.
Yeah, I'm about to ask.
He is like a white. But he's sick though. Okay. He's sick with it, man. And I'm excited to show y'all what we got up and coming with, dude.
Okay. So let me ask you this: how do you pick your people that be on a volume? You just like y'all collectively come up with somebody to do for each volume? Or
for one, you have to actually do something. You have to do something. Like, you got to be a chef athlete. You have to do something in the field. You know what I'm saying? And I would like to see, or I need to see that you committed to that. Because if you committed to doing that, that says something about yourself and the fact that you actually putting it out for the world to see. So, and then I just want to know that you're a genuine person and you stand for something. And you're not faking the funk on who you actually are. Right. Because if you being true to yourself and you doing something, you can have an effect on other people. You can inspire other people. And that's the whole point of the campaign, to inspire people, to inspire this next generation to show, man, you can be yourself and do whatever you want to do and be good at it and be looked at as cool. Because that's what people want to be now. They want to be cool, so they look to other people to try to be cool. And you really need to be looking within yourself to be cool. You know what I'm saying? Because you are cool. No, you are cool if you say you cool.
Right. I like that. So I see y'all have the shirts on and stuff like that. So that's for sale? Like y'all website or something? Like what's going on with that?
Yeah, we do. We got Rich Off Being Me shirts coming, man. Okay. Rich Off Being Me shirts coming. We actually gonna have some red tees dropping, man. Okay. But
I need one of those. I ain't gonna lie.
It's good, man.
I need one of those for sure.
And it's another thing I wanted to say too, because like I wanted to differentiate Rich Off Being Me gear and actual design, like designer clothes, if I would say. Like, you can do, it's so many different types of clothes that you can make, for one. Like, and I always wanted to make clothes for everybody. Rich Off Being Me is gonna be like everyday wear, like t-shirts, you know what I'm saying? High quality jackets, like everything gonna be high quality, but it's gonna be affordable, everyday wear for people, you know what I'm saying? Because everybody don't like to wear like Balenciaga, like, you know what I'm saying? Super baggy, trendier clothes, you know what I'm saying? And this Rich Off Being Me is something that has a message, it's simple, and it's fresh. Simple and it's fresh. Nothing more, nothing less.
Y'all gonna have the hoodies and stuff too?
Yes, we gonna have
hoodies
all that.
And the pants that match with it?
No, for sure. We gonna have all that. All that. And then once I get all this Rich Off Being Me stuff in order and finish this campaign, that's when I'm gonna start taking more time and actually designing actual clothes, like cutting sew. You know what I'm saying? I want to come out with a shoe, multiple shoes, like all different types of stuff.
That's fine. That's fine,
Yeah.
man. So, evidently, you have a team with you. You have your collective. So, what would you tell your team right now? Like, far as like, you give them thanks, you know what I'm saying? What would you tell your team?
Man, I wouldn't be right here where I'm at without my team. Like, they the ones that make everything happen. It's a team effort with everything. I can't do nothing by myself. You can't get nowhere by yourself. That's why Cargo Boy is so big on community. That's all big brands are, is communities, and it start within your circle. You gotta share one common goal and stand on the same things. Then y'all could push in a direction together. You know what I'm saying? But I want to thank my team for sure, man. Can't thank them enough, man. You know, we staying down right now. We grinding, trying to get where we want to be.
I can ask a question.
Hey.
Why do you feel it's so important to like make a community out of your brand and like kind of make this bubble in a sense? Like, why do you feel like that's important for the Cargo Boys to succeed?
That's a great question. Why is community so important to Cargo Boys? I feel like that's where the richness comes in at, like the people. Like the materialistic stuff, the stuff that you see on Instagram of a brand, that does not make the brand. The people who support and actually like this stuff and agree with what you have going on makes your brand. Like, and you gotta treat it as such. And you know, even coming up in New Orleans, like community was so big. Like that's all I know is community. That's how I grew up. That's something that I want to keep pushing. It's community. That's like one of the most important things to me is community.
Appreciate that question. So I got a question though. So say if you go to like a career day at a middle school, elementary school, and a kid be like, look, I want to do what you do. What advice would you give to that kid?
If they said they wanted to do what I do, what advice would I give them? I would tell them, think about it 24/7. Like, if it's something, if you really want to do something, you gotta live it. Like you can't just talk about it. You know what I'm saying? You have to live it. Like you gotta change your habits. What you do, you gotta be uncomfortable. Like people don't like being uncomfortable. People don't like being uncomfortable, and that's why they don't get to the position that they want to be in. That's why a lot of people give up, because they don't like being uncomfortable. Like you never gonna get to the place you actually want to be at without being uncomfortable. That's like the hardest thing about doing anything. Being uncomfortable. That's what I would say. Being uncomfortable, man, and dwell on what you want to do. Think about it all the time. Live it. That's what I say. Live it. You gotta live it. Straight up.
That's a toast, my boy. That's a toast to that, bro.
Thanks, man.
Appreciate that, bro. All right, at this time, camera right there. I just want you to talk to the people with anything you want to talk about. Give them advice about the brand, anything you want to talk about. The floor is yours.
Man, I want to say I appreciate everybody who supported me to get to this point to where I'm at right now. Everybody who did a simple repost, a like, whatever, even if it's something that you thought about or that you seen, I appreciate the support. I want to say, man, thank you to my team, my guys, man. Thank you to everybody, man. I want to say, man, go follow the pages, man. Cargo Boys Official, cargoboys.usa, crispy captures, visualized content, man. That's some of our main pages. You can find everything we do on Cargo Boys Official. Everything Cargo Boys related, you can find on Cargo Boys Official, man. But man, yeah, man, I appreciate you, dog.
Yeah, you know that, man. Look,
you,
I appreciate y'all listening. I appreciate you, bro, coming on the show, bro. You know I support the brand, bro. I love what y'all doing, bro. Crispy Cats behind the camera, bro. I love what y'all doing, bro. You know what I'm saying? Keep going, bro. I love it, bro. I'm waiting for y'all, the clothing brand, because I'm ready to support, bro. But y'all make sure y'all follow that, bro. Rich Off Being Me, Cargo Boys Official. What else? What other?
Cargoboys.usa. That's what we doing our Rich Off Being Me campaign. That's where you can find everything Rich Off Being Me related.
Facts. And y'all make sure y'all follow me, Whip Cream 9, Whip Appeal Podcast on Instagram and TikTok. Y'all be blessed, man. See y'all.
This is my life. 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 Love, fuck it, I'm running again. Me and my niggas, we chasing a bag until a nigga get a win. Pulling up on my T-hoes. Seeing little nigga on the street. Memories keep me grounded. A nigga can't even go in the street.